And also the reason that the competition is actually streamed now with at least 2 games every week because of Mark's effort in that, solely one of the big responsibilities behind that. So appreciate that, Mark, in our involvement. Thank you to push the league forward. Thank you very much to Sue as well. Thanks, Sue. I'd like to call up Andy Nichols now, President of the referees, or Riverwonga Soccer Referees Association, up to help present the next group of awards. And fittingly, the first one in this category goes to Sam Sgarioto. In 1977, when Wangaratta moved into AWFA, Sam chose to remain in the under-16 age group, as the under-14s who came into the club that year had already a keeper lined up. Sam was selected in the AWFA under-16 rep team, and they became branch champions. In '79, Sam was part of the 16s team that won the first trophy for the club in their new competition. The team won the League Cup double in an undefeated season, Sam only conceding 2 goals for the entire year. He played a total of 7 seasons in the 16s, debuted in the Division 1 side in 1980. In '85, Sam was selected in the Riverina Open team to take on the Junior Socceroos under-19s. His senior career spanned 10 seasons, and he stepped aside to allow his younger brother Anthony to move into the senior keeper's role while Sam continued to play in the reserve grade. In 1991, Sam played on the field and won the reserve grade Best and Fairest award. Sam started coaching under the 12 team as an 18-year-old in 1982. He continued to coach every season for almost a quarter of a century, 25 years. Sam was part of the first cohort of applicants to complete level 2 coaching course conducted on the border. One team in the mid-90s had a 2.5 season unbeaten streak and produced 6 Riverina representatives. While still coaching juniors, Sam would also find himself as a senior assistant for many years. In 2005 and 6, Sam became the senior coach. In 2014, he took on the role as development coach of the Mini Cruise program. So much more to Sam as well as a volunteer. At 18, Sam joined the club committee. At just 18, doing ground preparations and rooms cleaning. He was often at South Wangaratta behind the lens of the camera and uploading pictures to social media for players and families to enjoy. From a referee's perspective, 2001 completed the course, 20 years refereeing. In 2014, he was awarded the Referees Association, the first Ernst Belliner Memorial Award for Excellence. He still acts as a mentor to young referees, and when asked in Wangaratta, he also runs assistant referee instruction nights for parents and juniors. He was awarded life membership of the Wangaratta City Club in 1985. Well done, Sam.
Lost the word, I don't believe. I look around the room and I see some people who have done some amazing things, and to be in such esteemed company, I feel quite humbled and honoured. In 1969, I think it was about in October, we moved into Wangaratta from a farm, and we happened to move next door to a fellow by the name of Bob Leask. Anybody who's come to Wangaratta will see the Bob Leask Memorial Ground. Bob was a Glaswegian. The older he got, the worse his accent got. And he said, "Oh, you guys are Italian. You've got to play soccer." I've never seen a soccer ball in my life. But my older brothers became part of the under-16 team the next year, and I just went along. And there wasn't enough players. Bob would just stick me in goals because I was a fat kid who couldn't run. Nothing's really changed. So Bob Leask and John DeLuca and another gentleman who was an Englishman, fellow by the name of John Allen, became sort of my de facto grandfathers, but I never had one. And these guys were instrumental, I think, in becoming the person that I became, the love of the game at all levels. You know, this game has given me 3 careers: as a player, as a coach, and as a referee. So I still feel that I owe the game because of the joy that I've got out of it. And I get to meet some amazing people. You know, as a player, I mean, I was a bit of an arsehole. But when I became a referee, you wear a different hat. I got plenty of advice on the field, but I think it helped me as a former player, and I think some of my colleagues down here will attest to that. That having played the game, I think I didn't profess to know the rule book inside out. You know, and much to Colin Campbell's discussed many times. I said, Cole, you know what? If it looks like a foul, it probably is. Without, you know, getting too complicated. I like to keep it simple, and I think I would like to think that the players appreciated that, because at the end of the day, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, people are coming to watch the players and not come to watch the referee. I love my refereeing. If people ask me what did I like more, playing, coaching, refereeing, I think I'd probably err on the side of refereeing, because I actually quite enjoyed that interaction with players, coaches, managers. Plenty of advice from the sidelines, so you know, I didn't have to think, because I've got what to do all the time. So, in closing, you know, there are obviously some people I need to thank. They say behind every man is a woman. I have a great woman, so it's my wife Margaret, who's been there, allowed me to follow my passion. You know, without her raising the kids, and you know, it just wouldn't be able to happen. People, the Wangaratta City Soccer Club, the football club as it is now, I thank them because they've allowed me to do what I do, and you know, and I still like to go down and watch every now and then. But I retired from refereeing a couple of years ago, and as I just said to a couple of the boys from Paddy's up there, that you know, tomorrow morning I'll look outside. If it's raining, no, I don't have to go today. And it took me a long time to adjust to that. And I think I had a conversation with Steve Hayes when Lucas were at Wayne a couple of weeks ago. I said, you know, it is a hard transition when you walk away. It is difficult, and there will be some times where you will struggle. But I thank everybody. And also Greg and your team, Mark Leman, for putting this on. Outstanding. I really appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.